My sister thought she needed to go to the ER for her period. What began as a simple babysitting job turned into a scary situation. Original post, August 22nd, 2024. Okay, so a 19 male am babysitting my little sister, 15 female, while our parents are on a trip international. It is like a completely different time zone, and the signal sucks. They get home in like 6 days, but we are both pretty self-sufficient and felt like it would be fine, and my parents left us food and money and stuff. We have been Gucci for a whole week so far. Anyway, this morning she got her period while we were just sitting playing video games, and she got blood all over the couch. So I paused the game while she took care of it and put on a tampon and did not make a big deal of it. I was trying to be nice because I know it can make girls cranky and it hurts and stuff, so I got snacks and a blanket and whatever, and we kept playing. Well, like maybe 40 minutes later, she freaked out because she bled on the couch again. I'm like, did you put the thing on wrong or what? So she changed again, and I even helped her clean the blood off the couch this time, and I figured she would use a bigger feminine thing. No big deal. Well, like 30 minutes after we start playing again, she pauses and goes to the bathroom, and I hear her scream. So I run over there thinking there's a spider or something, but she came out holding like this chunk. It was like a chunk of blood, but looking at it, I'm like, maybe that is an organ, like is that your kidney? But she was like, no, it is a clot, and she was freaking out about it, which, yeah, was gross. It was like the size of a hacky sack. So I'm like, okay, well, go flush your clothes. Anyway, she cleans herself up, but then she said she does not want to play anymore, and I am like, okay. So she spent an hour on the couch with her face all scrunched up, doing yoga breathing, and telling me her cramps were the worst ever. So I gave her Tylenol, but she would not take it because she said she feels like she's going to throw up. I brought her water and juice and warmed up that gel thing you stick on your stomach, so I was trying to help. Well, then she says, oh no, and she gets up and goes to the bathroom, and as she is walking, she has got blood going down her leg. She yelled for me from the bathroom, and I went in there, and she's sitting there, and I hear this plopping sound, and there are more of those chunks, like maybe 2 of them, and she says, I think we need to go to the ER. I'm like, why? And she tells me this is more blood than she has ever had, and she does not feel good, but periods are supposed to suck, right? And she would not take the Tylenol either, so she did not really try to manage it. So then she started yelling at me, telling me I have to take her because she cannot drive, but I'm pretty sure our parents will kill me if I take her to the ER for her period. Is that a thing? She is sitting in the shower now because she said she thought the warm water would feel good, and she was sick of bleeding on stuff, and it is more comfortable than the toilet. I asked her if she just needs a bigger tampon or a pad, and she told me to shut the heck up, so she's not even communicating with me. I've asked her a few times if she is okay there, and she tells me, I am bleeding out, Carson. What do you think? So like, she is not unconscious, I do not know. I do not know anything about this, but I also know she hates blood and flips out about any minor cut too. Is going to the ER because of a period a thing? Can you bleed too much? I thought there was only a certain amount of blood in the vagina every month. I feel like she would be more comfortable at home anyway if she would just take the Tylenol. I do not know what to do. My sister is like average teenage girl height, pretty skinny because she's a ballerina and does not eat meat. She takes Accutane for her pimples. I'm not sure if there's other stuff that is important. She has had her period for like a year now. I am pretty sure, maybe more. She takes Flintstone gummy vitamins sometimes, like the ones in the purple jar, and she is obsessed with Celsius energy drink. She wears contacts, and she had her wisdom teeth removed 2 months ago. I do not know. I want her to be okay and stuff, but I'm not sure there is a good choice. Help. Relevant comments. Is there any chance of pregnancy miscarriage? I mean, I did not think so. She does not have a boyfriend, and when I asked, she told me to get off, so probably not. Tampons or pads? I asked, and she said she was using a tampon first, but after that she used both to prevent leaks, so both I guess. She said always with wings and Tampax Sport. Commenter Doc. If she is saturating more than 1 tampon in an hour, she should be seen. Carson. Oh. She said she was soaking both of them, so I guess we're going. Many updates and comments. 30 minutes later. Carson. Oops, okay, she is throwing some extra clothes and in a bag. I'm trying to think what my mom would do. So I brought water bottles, sunscreen, and snacks and something to do. Commenter. Well, you do not need sunscreen at the hospital. Extra clothes, maybe a water bottle. Snacks are good. Insurance card, and call your parents. Did not they leave another adult's number for you to call? Emergency? Do you have another relative? Carson. Oh yeah, I got to tell my parents. I mean, no, they did not, but I think it is because I am an adult. Any other adults? Carson, oops, all our relatives live on the other side of the country, but like she has friends and they have moms, but she was not into the idea of asking them. Commenter, let this be a lesson to you. If a woman says this is wrong, this does not seem normal about her own body. Try listening to her and not making her jump through hoops convincing you something is wrong while you ask the internet for advice. Just listen to her. Carson, Opie, yeah, I was being a dick. The sunscreen, yeah, LOL, I did not think about the fact that it is inside, just like my mom always yelling about. Carson, oops, is encouraged to bring a comfort item for his sister. Okay, this makes me feel good because I packed her Squishmo, and I was kind of afraid to tell her I did that in case she thought it was embarrassing or gross. I sent my mom a text 1 hour later in response to someone telling him to bring a bowl in case she vomits. Carson, no, I wish I would have read this because she threw up in the car twice. She told me to stop driving like Stevie Wonder. I swear I was laughing so hard I almost had to pull over. Commenter, it sounds like she's really comfortable. I mean, she let you help her clean up and showed you clots, and you did not get all you, I'm a guy, do not show me. Frankly, you are acting better than my husband would when it comes to helping. He would never look at my blood or think about bringing snacks. So you're doing pretty good, and she might not feel she needs another female. Carson, Opie, I mean, if I acted grossed out, she would tell me to grow up, LOL. My sister does not deal with stupid dudes, but yeah, we are close, and it is just blood. So about 2 hours after original post, Carson, okay, we got here. She threw up a couple times in the car, but she said she is good now. We walked in, and she was like dripping down her leg again, and they saw that at the desk, and maybe how freaked I looked, LOL, and took her back pretty much right away. Commenter adding to this, because questions about her sexual history and habits are definitely going to be asked. Big bro, make it clear to her that if she wants you to leave you, if she wants you to stay, I would make it clear to her that you are not going to snitch on her about anything she said. If it is something that needs to be brought up to your parents, the docs can do that. It is not your job to tell your parents her answers. If you cannot make her that promise, tell her you cannot be in the room. Carson, oops, and I'm not saying if I find anything out, she caught me smoking weed on the roof 2 years ago and still is not ratted. LOL. About 1 hour, 10 minutes later, 3 from original post. Carson, okay, so she is getting Zofran and fluids, and they're going to do an ultrasound in the room here. So far, we know she's not pregnant, and her labs are not great. Hemoglobin was 6.8. Editor's note, that is not good. Normal for women is 12 to 16. See here, that is basically the one I remember. She said to tell everyone thank you for the advice and stuff. She also said she feels okay, just really tired. Commenter, the tube sounds like a catheter. They may want to clean urine sample. The excessive bleeding can contaminate a urine sample and affect certain test results. Carson, Opie, oh yeah, okay, they said they want a urine sample, but I was thinking, why cannot she just be in a cup? About 1 hour, 20 minutes later, Carson, all right, the ultrasound was normal. She is being admitted. They want to test her for bleeding and clotting disorders now, and they're going to give her some blood. They asked if I know my blood type, which I do not, but I'm not sure why it matters. Sister is B+, though. Commenter 1, I mean Tad, is a good way of saying tampon or pad. Commenter 2, I agree this is a useful neologism. Carson, Opie, thanks. Carson, Opie, see, I'm not a dumbass. I am just inventing new terms. Commenter, you have properly unmounted your foot, so do not be afraid to ask questions. It is much better to ask questions so you do not have to worry or freak out about things you do not know or do not understand than to drive yourself mad with worry about something that might not warrant that worry or leaves you with unanswered questions. Best of luck to you and your sis. Was she happy you packed her Squishmo? Carson, oops, yeah. She is sleeping on the Squishmo like a pillow and told me is the only reason she forgives me. LOL. That is a good idea, though. When she wakes up, I will ask her. Commenter, if she gets admitted, you may want to consider making a trip home to pick up any comfort items either of you two need, like a book, laptop, or blanket, but only if your sister feels comfortable. Carson, oops, so she packed clothes, and I packed her Squishmo and our switches, so we would have stuff to do, but she did not even want me to get up to go pee, so I do not think she wants me to leave, LOL. She's asleep now, though. Commenter, definitely not the worst way to have to spend time in a hospital, LOL. Hope she turns out okay, though. I am extremely curious about what the root cause is, and if you both feel comfortable sharing, I would love to know. Carson, oops, yeah. She said she does not care as long as I do not post any pics of her, because she said she looks like 2024 Amanda Bynes and Britney Spears combined. LOL. Commenter, for future reference, you can call your doctor's office or an advice nurse with stuff like this. They will ask you a bunch of questions about what is going on and tell you what to do. Carson, oops, yeah, I was Googling do you go to the ER for a bad period, and that is how I found the subreddit, lol. But if something ever happens again, that is probably a better bet. 7 hours later, about 12 from original post. Carson, we both slept, got a hold of our parents. My mom is looking for flights back home. Sister is feeling a lot better at this point. They gave her medicine to stop the bleeding. I was not expecting this to blow up the way it did, so there's no way I will be able to answer everyone. She is doing okay, though. Should know more about the cat skin soon. Commenter, mate, I grew up with a shitty big brother, and even now as adults I know he could not do half the job you have done of taking care of your little sis. You have restored my faith in humanity and big bros. Glad to see the night was uneventful and that you got hold of your parents. And whatever you do, do not forget to reapply your sunscreen often. Carson, Opie, man, she changed my name in her phone to SPF. I'm never living this down, lol. 1.5 hours later, 13.5 from original post. Carson, all right, her vitals now are 10.6 hemoglobins and 80, so better. 6 hours later, 19 from original post. Carson, CAT scan was good too. They are pretty sure she has a blood disorder. They are just waiting on the results of it. I guess when she had her wisdom teeth out, she bled more than she was supposed to, but I did not know that before, so yeah, just waiting on that for now, but they do not think the issue is her uterus or whatever. Commenter just wanted to also mention that I think your post has become the #1 post to have ever been on with the most engagement. Carson, oops, geez, I'm kind of embarrassed, lol. I am glad this is anonymous. 8 hours later, 27 hours from original post. Carson, all right, I'm going to try here instead of a post and hopefully be more covert, lol. But could someone that knows about it tell me about type 2 von Willebrands, like the blood disorder? Because the internet says everything from like it is mild to it is life-threatening. And I just want to know more about it and like how it affects day-to-day life and stuff. I appreciate the help with my sister before too. It is cool you guys just do this. Comments on another sub. Carson, oops, yeah, it got scary fast. It was crazy, but like no one has ever brought up taking her to the ER for it before, so I do not know. I thought maybe she was scared because our mom was not there to make her feel better, and I do not know anything about it. Update 1. Same post probably late August 23rd, the following day from original post. Carson, update, alright, so I guess I was posting updates in the comments, but it is better here anyway. So my sister is okay. She had some scans that were all fine, and they do not think she has fibroids or tumors or anything like that. She is feeling a little better, but still staying here at least another day. Our mom and dad are flying home tomorrow now. My mom was pissed. I texted her instead of calling at first. LOL. Already had someone try to find me on Instagram. So like if you know me or her, no you do not, LOL. She does not want this going around school or whatever. So do not do it for at least 3 years, LOL. She is cool with me updating through without her name or whatever. Also, our parents do not know about this either. I do not know. I feel like we should wait until it has been a few years to tell them too, so they do not kill me, LOL. She's going to hold this over my head forever, LOL. Anyway, they think she has a blood disorder that makes her not clot right. I'm not 100% sure how it works because she had big clots, but they said they're pretty sure that is what is going on because her PTT took longer than normal to clot. They're waiting on von Willebrand's specific testing to come back, but they think she has type 2. Probably go to Google that tonight because I know what that is and I have never heard of it. So I guess if any of the doctors know what that is, or if this sounds like it, let me know. Yeah, I was not expecting this to blow up like this, LOL. I thought this was just like doctors answering questions like a helpline, but my sister said, thank you for everyone telling me to take her, and she is okay. Update 2, same post, probably same day as previous update or soon after. Carson, update again. They confirmed it is von Willebrand's. I do not know if I will ever spell that right. Anyway, it is genetic, I guess, so they want me to get tested too, but like obviously I have never had periods and I have never had surgery, so it would not be as obvious. There's still more testing, like more specific to the type, but anyway, sister is good, and we have an answer. She's going to talk to a hematologist next week about what that means and stuff. Update 3, same post, August 29th, 2024, 1 week from original post. Carson, new update, so if I also have von Willebrand's, so does our mom. I have always bruised a lot and got super bad nosebleeds, but like I was also a dumbass kid teen who thought life was an audition for Jackass, so I did not think it was weird, LOL. Anyway, We are all about to be real familiar with hematology, and my mom is pissed. She has been told some women just bleed more her whole life. LOL. Guess my mom and sister were not just exaggerating when they would say they were bleeding out. So yeah, if you're a girl reading this and you bleed as much as my sister, you should see a doctor. Hopefully no one gets gaslit like my mom did. But yeah, here is a public apology for being ignorant on what y'all actually go through, because I thought you could only bleed so much a month. Fully willing to admit how stupid that was, LOL. Carson, oops. Second post, August 29th, 2024, same day as update 3. Hi. So, it is me again, 19 male, apparently not that smart, questioning my career goals as a teacher. Anyway, my sister was on her period and thought she needed to go to the ER, and she actually did. I've got another question now, but first thank you to everyone who answered my first post and educated me, because she was in rough shape, except for the girl who suggested drinking whole milk. Even I'm not that stupid. What the heck? Anyway, my sister has von Willebrand's disease type 2. My mom and I also have it, apparently. My mom just got gaslit for years about how much she bled, and it took my sister almost dying for us to all get diagnosed. Like, what the heck? Anyway, I play in a recreational rugby. Gonna have to pay dues soon, and I do not want to be out the money if I'm going to get told I should not play anymore, because it is a contact sport, but I do not see a hematologist for 5 weeks since I am not urgent. LOL. So I was wondering if any of the doctors know if I'm going to get told I probably should not play rugby. I also like rock climbing. Is that going to be out? Should I learn chess or crochet or something? LOL. Thanks again. Relevant comments. Commenter, if you're not confirmed yet, do not play contact sports right now until at least you get tested. Read that paper, as it has a decent list of other sports activities you can do more safely. You do not need to live in a bubble. Carson, oops, okay, yeah, it is confirmed I have it, but I do not know the types and letters and stuff. But yeah, I guess I'm going to go learn how to play snooker then, LOL. Thanks. Commenter, I'm a lurker here because I'm not a doctor, but I am a teacher, and I do remember your post. Teaching is a lovely career, and the profession would benefit from someone as compassionate as Carson, Opie, LOL. One thing is for sure, no students will get sunburn on my wall. Commenter, thank you so much for this update. Not only is it interesting, but it furthers all of our professional knowledge base when we were able to hear how things. Good luck to you and your family, and I'm glad that your mom's medical issues have finally been validated. That is huge. Carson, oops, oh yeah, I mean she's in her 40s. She will kill me if I say exactly how old though, LOL. So like, I cannot believe she has been suffering for 30-something. She said she's about to write a big "I told you so" to every doctor who ever told her to get you. Commenter dead serious. No pun intended. You should take up comedy. The ones that are the funniest are the ones that do not understand how funny they are. I'm glad your sister is okay, and I hope you're good too. Carson, oops, oh yeah, I'm totally good, thanks man. Showed this to my sister, and she said tell them you're already insufferable as it is. The last thing you need is an audience. Savage. Commenter, you will know more after your consultation. There are different types of von Willebrand, so what applies to your sister and your mom will not necessarily apply to you. I'm glad you guys got to the bottom of it, and I am extremely disheartened to hear that your mother was lit her entire life about her symptoms. There is not really an excuse from the medical community for that, and I am sorry. Carson, oops, hey thanks, it is good to know it might not be the same. Honestly, I am surprised I made it this far without my brain bleeding, because I was the poster child for ADHD, LOL. One more sunscreen comment. My dads have been calling me banana boat since they got back. Rip any game I had, LOL. Final fun comment. Commenter, please accept this version of an award because there is no way I am paying for them through here. But do the sunscreen. I feel like this should be as well known on Reddit as the poop knife. Carson, oops, I do not know what a poop knife is, but I am honored, LOL.